Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a good week. So today I thought I'd make a video about how to get Yelp Elite. And not that everybody cares about doing that, but if you are so inclined on trying to get that milestone or put it on your LinkedIn or whatever it might be, I've been Yelp Elite for about couple years now. And I thought I'd kind of outline the process and point out a few things that aren't exactly obvious in what you think it might take to get the Yelp Elite status. For those of you that don't know, Yelp is a platform where you can write reviews and is pretty much a social media that you can, comment and like and add friends and that type of thing. And so it's a little different than just any other review platform that's specific to a particular restaurant or an establishment. And so I think it's pretty unique in that, and it's a pretty cool community. So being Yelp Elite is not just like a little status thing. It invites you to, or allows you access to certain events and certain things you wouldn't otherwise be able to as a regular plebe Yelper. So I'll kind of outline those things for you guys and show you on my computer here or my phone a few things that aren't exactly obvious if you're trying to figure out what it takes to get to Yelp Elite. So we're here at the Yelp homepage. I'll go to my profile and show you guys a few things. The first thing I want to point out is that you want to have seriously quality content. And so by that, I'll go to my reviews and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. Basically, you want to write pretty long reviews, right? So when you create a review on Yelp, if I go and type in restaurant, Taco Bell, and then we find one and we want to write a review in this area here. Click write review. You start typing. So if you type, let's say, a few words and then you want to try and leave that as a review, type some more words. So what it's going to do here is populate. Yeah, it's going to populate a response based off of how long your review is. So this says, don't leave us hanging. What else you got? So obviously you want to write some more. And if you write, let's say, a lot more, let's just paste that a few times. Then it might say, this review is looking pretty epic. So the pretty epic is what you want to get to. This is obviously a bunch of gibberish. And but once you see this, that means that it's a review that actually has some meat and bones to it, and people actually want to read that. So that's kind of the key with writing reviews specifically. You want to obviously add as many photos as you can and create quality content, unlike this. But write reviews that you would actually find useful and other Yelpers or people on the internet might find useful, and kind of use that as your North Star when you're writing reviews, and you should be good to go. So the next thing to consider is your actual active community engagement. So if you'll see here, there's a bunch of different areas where you can engage with other people and communicate with other users on the platform. So you'll see how there's been activity on a number of my reviews or whatnot, and you can see what different options you have here. Let's say like compliments, right? So people, leave compliments and whatnot about your reviews, or say that they're good, or they think you're cool, and you can do the same with other people. So if I go to another Yelper's profile, this gentleman Max, you can click on this section here and leave a compliment. So I can just say something like, write more or something, right? And so you can leave compliments. Basically the point I'm trying to get at here is you can compliment other reviewers or Yelpers. You can leave reactions to the review, so I can say it's useful or cool or funny or whatever it might be. You can click on their photos and then you can like them as well. So these are all things that add to your community engagement. And what I'm going to get to here in a second is the actual venue that gets you to be approved as Yelp Elite. So when you go back to my profile here, you'll see that there's all these different reviews and things going on here. So every area, so mine is Austin, Texas, is my area. And there's going to be different areas. So this is the third point I want to make, is that the location matters a lot. And basically what I mean by that is that you can only have so many Yelpers or Yelp Elite in a particular location. So for example, if you're in Los Angeles, where there's a ton of Yelpers and Yelp Elite presumably, then it's going to be much tougher to get Yelp Elite than it would be in a place like South Dakota or somewhere where there might not be as many people using Yelp or on the platform leaving reviews. And so that's pretty critical, because the way that you actually get nominated to be on Yelp Elite is through your community manager. Now, if you'll see here, I actually just had it. So on the bottom here, this person, Katie, it says you were nominated for the Yelp Elite Squad. So cool, right? So click on this. So Katie has this little thing here where it says CM. So Katie is a community manager. And so what that means, I don't know if she exactly works for Yelp or what the deal is, but basically she's one of the people that helps select or nominate people for Yelp Elite and approves those those nominations. And so these are people that will actually look out for your profile and get you approved as Yelp Elite. So it's pretty critical that you look out for that message and do things that'll get you noticed by the community manager. Again, I'll say that you definitely would have a much easier time getting Yelp Elite as someone living in a rural area than you would living in a big city, just because of the sheer population size and the density of Yelpers per population, or however you want to do that metric, right? So that's something to keep in mind. And let's say you live in LA, maybe do Riverside or a specific location like Long Beach or something, right? So something not specifically like the largest location in that area that might be for Yelpers. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Really the three things, again, the first one being creating quality content, the second being engaged in the community and getting noticed by your community manager, and the third is strategically choosing the location that you're in. Obviously, if you live in a particular place, that's what you're gonna have to choose as your location. But if you can pick something that's not a major city, let's say for example, something outside of Seattle, if you pick like Tacoma, or if Linwood is an option, or if you live in the DC area and you pick like Ashburn or Fairfax or something, like instead of Washington, DC, I feel like you might have a much better chance than getting it if you just pick the major city and the community manager has so many more applications and nominations that they see, as opposed to just a few for a much smaller location. So hopefully that helped you guys out a little bit. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Feel free to drop a like if you enjoyed this video as always. And yeah, hope this was good for you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.